What's up, you guys? It is Simone, aka Money Mo here, and we are back with another Money Mo Media. Okay, um, I think we got Juice in the building for Triple M's. He's in the building. Okay, yeah. Shout out to Juice. First,
Yeah,
first day in the office
yeah,
towards the end of fourth quarter. That's crazy, but we're just gonna keep it pushing. We're glad he's in the office. He said he's been studying and all that. So
yeah. Back from vacation.
okay.
Yeah, you got to get right. It's playoff time.
Okay, yeah. So he came at the perfect time for
Uh-huh.
y'all. But let's get into some clubhouse rules. You guys
Uh,
already know how I get down when I'm not in the clubhouse, but when I'm in front of this camera and I'm speaking this W to you, we are in the clubhouse, all right? So we're not gonna have no Dodger slander, no Lakers slander, no Ram slander, and I will not tolerate the hate in women's sports. We're not having that here. Not while I'm in the clubhouse, okay? So let's get into it with some shout outs. Let's start out with some shout outs. I want to give a shout out to Dejanay Carrington for winning Most Improved. Shout that out. I called that. All right. Shout out to Devisha Collier for Defensive Player of the Year. And shout out to Coach Cheryl Reeves for Coach of the Year. And shout out to Caitlin Clark for Rookie of the Year. Flicks, what's my total? Because I've been spot on.
Right now we eating. Right now you correctly called 4 awards. Hello.
4 out of what?
Sheesh.
7?
That ain't bad.
Ooh.
That ain't bad.
Hey,
Okay.
hey, that's Hall of Fame in baseball. That's
That's what
all
I'm
I gotta
saying.
say. You Hall of
But the
Famer.
voice
You Hall of
but the
Famer.
voice is spoken, you guys. The voice is spoken. But here's the thing. Before I before I get into any shout outs, I want to throw some tomatoes. Lately, I've been trying to be cool,
Oh,
but we're gonna throw some tomatoes, okay? And the first batch of tomatoes is going to the Chicago Sky because they fired Teresa Witherspoon. You guys are so trash for that. Tomatoes at y'all. Boo, boo, tomato, tomatoes. Say it with me, boys. Say it. Boo, boo, tomatoes, tomatoes.
boo
Ridiculous.
that woman.
Okay.
Boo that woman.
No, boo that organization. Boo the Chicago Sky, that organization, because how dare them. But we have one more. We have one more batch of
That's
tomatoes.
fact.
These is the most rotten, moldy tomatoes. I'm throwing them at the new Indiana Fever fans. Boo, boo, tomato, tomato. You guys are so trash. You guys need to learn how to behave. Racial comments and slurs are
Dennis
not.
and Puerto Rico. Decent.
Yeah, they're not meant for that.
Facts.
And I'm gonna sneak one tomato into the commissioner because why he didn't make a statement for that stuff that they said to Lisa Thomas and them. But it's okay. We got you. We got you. We got a special episode for you. We gonna take care of this postseason first. All right. So as you guys know, the semifinals start on Sunday. Sunday, September 29th. The finals, semifinals are on Sunday. So the first game we have will be the Las Vegas Aces versus the New York Liberty at 12 Pacific time. 12 Pacific time, you guys.
Mm-hmm.
And then we will have the Lynx and the Sun at 5:30 Pacific time. So, you know, get them mimosas, get them beers, get them cut waters, wherever you need, because there's going to be some good games on that day. There's going to be some good games on that day, in between some football, of course.
And Simone, even before we get into the new games, let's
Mm-hmm.
talk about the games that just happened, right? We saw the Fever get bounced out 2-0 to Connecticut.
Called that. Didn't I call that? Thank you. Next caller. What's
Yeah.
up? What's the other one?
So y'all, we saw all sweeps actually. I don't know about the all sweeps. I definitely didn't see
I
it,
didn't call
especially.
all sweeps, but I said the Liberty was going to sweep, and I said the Sun was going to sweep. The only reason why I gave the Mercury versus the Lynx one a little grace because I didn't want to see because I wanted to see DT play like her full season because I have a feeling this is the last one we're gonna see of DT.
Mm-hmm.
That was just me being selfish right there. Honestly, like I could really say that from a fan standpoint, that was just me being selfish. And then honestly, my Wobbler series was what the Aces versus the Storm. So like the Storm was short one player. If you notice, their center Ezzy was out, So that kind of put them at a disadvantage, and the Aces took full advantage of it, especially playing at home with their home crowd. Juice, you was at that game, right?
Oh yeah. So I was at game one last Sunday, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
The vibes was crazy. Vibes was crazy. Vibes was absolutely insane. If y'all don't know, they had the games in the Michelob Ultra Arena, which is like the arena at the Mandalay Bay. Not T-Mobile Arena, but it's definitely a more intimate environment. You know what I'm saying? It's a smaller arena, but it was packed out. It was packed. I mean, to the top. You know, floor
All
seats.
right.
Ray Shrimmer was on the floor. Shout out to Ray Shrimmer.
And Floyd always
Chains
Floyd
on and
always
shit
home
at the
game.
floor on the floor.
Was Floyd there for the home game?
Yeah, yeah. So no, it was a. Oh, I didn't see Floyd. I don't know if he was there or not, but it was a vibe. It was a vibe nonetheless, and like honestly, one of the most turned up games I've ever been to. I think Vegas is a great fan base. A
Mm-hmm.
couple years ago, I went to the hockey game, the Golden Knights. They love their teams. I can see Vegas really supports their teams, especially the Aces, back to back champions, trying to go for that three-peat. So it's like it's a it was a vibe in there. Definitely, definitely.
Nice, nice. See,
Mhm.
that's why you didn't get that write up because you was supporting women's hoops. I
Hey,
overturned the
there you
write up.
go. You know what I'm saying?
Juice, you was pretty close to the
Gave
action,
my
man.
money
What's
to the
up,
W. You feel me?
Juice? What happened with Joe Lloyd, man? You're pretty close to the action.
So to me, it looked like it just.
They said she was
I'll say
running.
this. It was hesitant. It didn't look aggressive.
She was
So the
injured.
way
You know,
Gabby Williams
oh, I'm sorry.
I wasn't aware of that, but
Yeah.
the way Gabby Williams was playing was how I kind of expected Jewel Lloyd to be. But Gabby Williams was aggressive, and she was honestly giving them work. I think Skylar Diggins was giving Plum trouble. They just they just smoked. That was game one. They just smoked it in the fourth quarter. But I didn't know Jewel Lloyd was injured. I didn't know she was dealing with an injury. But yeah, she just didn't look as aggressive. She didn't look like herself. She kind of blended in game one, I'll say, because I was there for game one. It looked like she blended in. Game two, it looked like she tried to kind of bring it, but maybe it was the injury. It was kind of inefficient. I forgot her stats, her numbers, but I don't think she shot too good. But yeah, it's just kind of unfortunate, wrong, injury at the wrong time of the year type of thing.
Yeah, because she had it towards the end. She had it towards the end of the season. I don't know if you guys noticed that she didn't play them last couple games of the regular season. So yeah, and then Ezzy being out, I feel like impact them a lot too because remember I said last episode, the Storm's the type of team that they need all five players, six players to be at their best to beat a team like the Aces. That's why they were in that fifth spot all season, just because on any given night they could have two to three players in double digits. It was a couple games they had five players in double digits. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah,
that's a team effort. But just shout out to the Storm though in general, just turning it around. They turned it around compared to last season. All right.
yeah.
But speaking of that, let's get into these semis. You
Let's
guys
do it.
ready for that? We're gonna start off with the Aces versus the Liberty. But before I get into that, Juice, what's the numbers? Because you on here for these parlays, so these people can win some
Yeah,
money. So tell us what it is.
yeah, yeah. So Aces at Liberty, game one, Sunday at noon Pacific time. Numbers on that right now, Liberty are 3.5 point favorites. If we're talking about a point spread. And the total I believe is 163.5.
Mm-hmm.
So to me, based on the regular season games, obviously Liberty swept them during the regular season, but Chelsea Gray was missing for at least one of those games. I think two, I
Two,
believe,
two
but
to three.
at least one of those games. The first one she was out. Yeah, yeah, she was dealing with an injury, so she didn't play in those games. So it's a little bit different. You gotta take it with a grain of salt, and it's the postseason. I mean, the Aces look hungry. From what I've seen, it's like they kind of turned it on. They got that championship mojo. They got that Chiefs esque kind of thing going on.
They do.
So it looks like they kind of turned it on. But the Liberty are very talented, and I think Liberty can easily win this series and easily win. Definitely take game one. it just takes for them to get hot. They play, from what I've seen this year, a few times I've seen them play up tempo team, they can kind of get it going. If they're hitting shots, it's lights out. You're not really stopping Breonna Stewart. So for me, game one of a contested series, which if the Aces were better during the regular season, this probably would be a WNBA finals type of series. I'm leaning towards the under in this game, 163 and a half. To me, this feels more of like a 78-73 type of game one. Low scoring, very competitive, physical basketball game between two juggernauts, to be honest. Probably the two best teams in the league, but or most talented teams in the league. Um, I'm leaning towards the under in this one.
Okay. Y'all hear that? The under. The
I'm
under. Under
I'm
for
just
under for
saying.
Aces versus Liberty, you guys. But I just want to piggyback off what you said. This is kind of like the rematch of the 2023 finals. All
Mm-hmm.
right. And I don't want to give too much because I feel like if I give too much now, then people just gonna steal the sauce, and then I don't want to do that. I'm just keep it real simple. I don't want to go too crazy with the X's and O's. All right. But I feel like the Liberty has been dominant all season, not just against the Aces, but just in general, because they play their own game. They stick to the game plan. They don't play a game that they're not familiar with, right? But I feel like if I was Coach Sandy right now and I was talking to that New York Liberty squad, they need to contain 22 on that other side. Because let me tell you something, 22 is going to get hers, but they need to contain her. I would shade that left side. I'll be throwing doubles at her. I'll be throwing double. I will for sure be throwing doubles at her. Like if I would have them, the Asia Wilson couldn't beat me. I would have to be on some like let the other players beat us and be confident enough that your defense is superb enough to cancel out those other four players because let's not get it twisted. The Aces have 5, 6 players that could go, but so do the Liberty. But the Aces right now got the most valuable. They got the most valuable player, right? So she's going to get hers, but it's just about containing. And I think the most important piece for the Aces in order for them to win is Chelsea Gray. Since she was missing in a part of that series, and they needed a point guard because Gray is crucial. She controls the tempo, and she really sets the tone for the Aces. Like kind of how she came out with Seattle, like how she scored them little points, this, that, and the third, and just that veteran championship leadership that they really need. But also, I need to see big games from Kelsey Plum and Jackie Young as well. Like when Jackie Young's hot and in the rhythm, she has to shoot it. If Kelsey Plum sees an opening gap, she has to hit the gap and even hit that open three. Um, but for the Liberty though, Sabrina has to make shots. She has to make shots so they can really take a full advantage of that inside out game, that 4 out one in game that they like to run so much. Um, yeah, and just let the Aces pick their poison. Because if Sabrina's making shots and Brianna Stewart's being Brianna Stewart, you gotta pick your poison. Like they gotta figure out who they're gonna stop. And then you got Jonquel Jones, and she needs to have a really big game. And I feel like every time she plays the Aces, it's kind of like a bitter taste in her mouth just because when they met in the finals, she did not have the best game against them. So that's what I'm thinking. And then as far as like for the Liberty, they can't get too comfortable with the three. I don't want them to live and die by the three. Even though they could shoot the three really well, they need to play a well-rounded game as far as shooting threes and twos as well. So that is my take. That's my take. And I
I
don't
got
even
a
know who's
question
gonna
for
win.
you though.
I got to answer.
All right. So, which I'm assuming Asia Wilson, she's going to be guarding John Core Johnson. Would I be
Um,
mistaken to think that?
she might be guarding John Quill. She might guard Brianna Stewart here and there. It just depends on how they're going to come out in a set.
Mm.
Because I've seen plays where Asia Wilson's guarding Brianna Stewart. I've seen plays where she's guarding. Actually, she's no Wilson's guarding Brianna Stewart because Stokes usually
Interesting.
guards
Okay.
Jonquel Jones. But it's a mismatch either way it goes. So
Okay,
that's why they got to pick their poison.
right. Because I was about to say, do we keep? And I say we, but I mean the Liberty. Like, do you keep? Do you if she's guarding, or do you switch her? My bad. Sorry. In smaller lineups, do you switch her on a Jonquel Jones maybe to like keep her off the perimeter because she's most dominant on defense when she's blocking shots, protecting the rim.
Right.
At least from what I've seen, she is an eraser. Like, get that shit up out of here.
Right.
So knowing that, do you when you do go small, because at some point they probably are, do you put her on a Jonquel Jones who, well, Jonquel could shoot the three, but she's gonna more than likely be inside for the most part. So like, do you keep her on somebody like that to where she could help? Do you zone
No,
it?
no,
Because
I would have
they can shoot the
Wilson.
hell out the ball. So I don't know if you zone it.
I would have Wilson on Stewart just because. I'm sorry, you guys. Technical difficulties. Had technical difficulties, and I'm on dog
No,
mom
you good.
duty. I'm on dog mom duty. I don't need nothing crazy to happen over here. But no, I would have Wilson on Stewart.
Okay.
I would just keep it like that. Because in a way those two cancel each other out. If you really want to think about it, just because one has length,
Mm,
Stewart got length too, but I feel Stewart's more of a guard, a bigger guard, and Asia Wilson's kind of like a more forward, if that makes sense. Because she's not gonna be like a Brianna Stewart where she's
post.
coming down on
A
three and
post.
pulling.
Yeah.
But Asia Wilson is shooting the three,
Right.
so Stewart has to play her more honest. But I would be throwing a double team here and there at Wilson if I was the Liberty. Like I said, I would make the other players have to beat
Okay.
me, and I'm sticking to that answer.
Okay. Got you. So Kelsey Plum got to knock down the three ball this series. She's got to knock it down.
Kelsey Plum got to be Kelsey Plum. She got to be aggressive. Same thing with Jackie Young. Like they can't pass up. Those two can't pass
Mm,
up open shots. They have to be hitting shots in rhythm.
got you.
They have to be aggressive in transition to be the difference maker for that game. And then for the Liberty,
Got.
it needs to be Thornton and Benijah Laney Hamilton. Those are the two that need to be difference makers for them as well.
Mm,
So that's what I see for
okay.
that one. But I have that one going down to the wire. I don't see it. I don't see
Okay.
a sweep there. Maybe 4 games. Maybe 4 games. But
Mm, okay.
yeah.
Okay.
But I think I'm most
See,
excited for this next series, the Sun versus the Lynx.
I'm still up. I'm still up.
I think I'm excited for that one.
Can y'all see me?
Yeah, we see you. We see you. I need you to give me the number for the Connecticut Sun versus the
So we on
Minnesota
here.
Lynx.
All right. Perfect. Hold on. We haven't. Where'd she go?
I'm here.
Nah, both of y'all are good.
Hold on. Where'd she go? Oh, we good. Okay. All
Mhm.
right. Bet. I went out for a second. I was like, what's going on?
Yeah.
We up.
Just talking about the new bed numbers now. Just saw the
Under.
bed numbers for the Aces.
Oh, okay. So for the Sun and the Lynx, we got under
Okay.
for this one too.
Oh, no, 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 no. Sun and Links. So for the Sun and the Links, I believe the point spread, the Links are favored by 4.5.
Mm-hmm.
Connecticut, however, won the season series 2-1. Um, most of the games except the first one, I believe, the last two games versus each other were kind of low scoring. However, the total is 154.5, so it's a little bit of a lower total. And for that reason, I'm not gonna take the total, but my play for that game would be take the Suns. Take the Sun. Sorry, the Sun. Take the Sun to either win the game outright as underdogs or cover that 4.5, depending on how risky you feeling, how good you feeling. Connecticut took 2 out of 3 during the regular season, and I just kind of like how that team is put together. I like how that team's put together. I haven't seen a lot of them, but the few times I've seen them, I like their attitude towards the game. They play defense. They're kind of a gritty, grinded out team. You got Alyssa Thomas, triple double machine. You know what I'm saying? I I like their dynamic. I like their dynamic. So I would take them in an upset. If you're not feeling as risky, take those plus 4.5. And if they lose by 2, you won your bet. Either way, I think it's gonna be a close game, but I'll take the Sun in that one.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's going to be a close game too. Because both of these teams, they're like 1 and 2 as far as like top defense in the league, right? And then you got
Hmm.
Nafisha Collier on the Lynx, who is the defensive player of the year. She gets steals, she blocks shots, and when her opponent, whoever whatever opponent she's guarding, they're shooting less than 36% from the field goal. So she's efficient on defense, but it's literally going to come down for possessions for this team. So like each of these teams has to be very smart with possessions because they are both really good on the defensive end and rebounding. So the team that wins this series, they have to control the boards. I think the Lynx really need to take advantage of like the mismatches if the Sun decide to go small, because there will be moments where you catch Alyssa Thomas guarding a post. And if she's guarding like a
Hmm.
Naphesia, like they have to take advantage of that. Even though she's strong and she's a brick wall down there, like you have to take advantage of it some way, somehow, like get her in some type of foul trouble. Um,
Hmm.
make them really play a little bit of shell, make them hit them certain rotations, get them shifts, and get the open shots and hit them 3-point shooters. Because the Lynx got 3-point shooters in McBride and in Carlton. So
Hmm.
that's very important. And then just back to the Lynx, Nafisha Collier, she has to be stellar on both ends of the ball. Like the most recent game she had against Phoenix, dropped 42
Yep.
and was
Closeout game.
an efficient, an efficient 42. It wasn't like no little. It was perfect. It was like a clinic. That
Mm.
game that game needs to be studied. That game needs to be
I'm with you.
studied. But here's another thing though. Bonner and Thomas for the Sun, they have to set the tone. Bonner has to be great. And as far as like Alyssa Thomas needs a triple double, even though all the other triple doubles she has been unreal,
Yeah.
unreal. So I think that just needs to that those are the keys, really. Like it's not really
Yeah.
much
Yeah.
I can say about those two teams, but that
That we don't know.
right,
Yeah.
basically,
Yeah. So, like I said, from the small sample size, but from the sample size I've seen of both teams, I would think the Lynx just got to embrace the physicality. I think the Sun are going to bring the physicality, going to bring the obviously the defensive mindset
correct.
as
The
well.
toughness.
They got to embrace it. They can't run from it. Got to embrace it.
Yeah,
Got to
and then
embrace the challenge.
the bigs for the Sun. I'm sorry, the bigs have to
Mm,
be important. Like I'm expecting when Olivia Nelson Odada gets in the game, she plays
mm,
big minutes. She has to have big minutes. She has
mm,
to be in there rebounding. She has to be a presence in there because Reed Jones, I have a feeling they're going to try to get her in some form of foul trouble because she packs the paint in for the Sun. That's why they play so aggressive on defense. Because for me, if I'm on the perimeter and I'm playing D and I got a legit big body shot blocker,
right.
I'm
Right.
going all out because go by me. You're gonna run into this, and the ball's gonna be smacked
Yeah.
like that way. So
Mm,
that's gonna be a really good series. If you guys think the Aces and Liberty is gonna be a good series, this is gonna be better just because these teams match up evenly. They're number 2 and 3 for a reason.
yeah. I agree. I agree. Should be fun. Take the dog.
Flicks, Flicks, who you got?
Take the dog.
Who do you have for that series? Because I already know who you got for the Liberty and the Aces. I know you got Aces. Who you got for this
First
series
off, I
coming out on
got
the
the
other side?
Aces. You already know I got the Aces. We coming for the
Right.
Liberty.
That's why I didn't ask. That's why.
We coming.
That's why we didn't ask that.
We
We know you're
coming
gonna
to
Oh
root
man.
restore
against them.
order. Okay. On the other side,
Okay.
I'm going with the female Warriors. I'm going with the Minnesota Lynx. If it's one
Oh,
team that could beat the Aces in the
Ooh.
championship, it's the Lynx. The only team I'm worried about. Give me the
you need
Lynx.
to be worried about the Liberty because,
I'm
Hey,
saying.
hey, you know we got the MVP. You see what's
but
going on at the
you
bottom.
know what I'm
The
saying. Like
MVP.
I ain't hating on it.
I'm
I
not
ain't
hating
hating
on
on it.
it either, but it's just like I could see if they was tied within the regular season, but they just got swept. And he talking about I wanted for the see the links. You got to get past the Liberty.
Mm.
Oh, let's
Yeah.
address this. Let's address this whole sweep thing, right? Since everybody cares about the regular season all of a sudden, right? Because when we was winning Commissioner's Cups, didn't nobody care about them, right? But when
Mm.
we get swept, now is a big deal. Look,
No,
the Aces,
it
Aces
was
put
a
out
big
this.
deal. It was a big deal when the Aces lost those couple of games. Just because the Aces
I
set
love
the
it.
bar, just because the Aces set the bar so high.
I'll tell you this:
The
the
Aces set the
Aces.
bar so
Hey,
high, and these other
all I'm gonna say
teams.
is that my
What
bad.
happened? We going in and out.
The hunter is the hunted now. The hunter
That's
is
what
the
I'm
hunted
saying.
now. That's all I'm saying.
That's
The
all
hunter
good.
is the hunted now. The aces are the hunted, my boy. That's all I'm
Mhm.
saying. I'm not saying they're gonna lose. I ain't saying none of that. I ain't predicting nothing. They
It's just a
are the
different game.
hunted now.
Yeah, it's just a different game, and the one with the target on their back is the Liberty because they've been in that
I
top
will.
spot for a very long time.
That is true. That is true. And the
They've
aces
been
are
in that
hungry
top
though. I will say. I will say, seeing them in person, they got the ability to turn it on,
for sure.
like
I
that. They
agree.
got the ability. They got the championship DNA. They can turn it on easily as well. So
Hey man, we've been
it's
battling
gonna be fun.
adversity all
This
season. Battling adversity.
No,
That's
I
all it's
it's
been
gonna
agree.
be
all
fun.
season. We ain't been number one in the polls all season. It's all good. We climbing.
No, but it's
Hey,
okay
look,
though.
I'm. Go
No,
ahead.
like I said before, this is just the season where like people are starting to realize is that the Las Vegas Aces are human. Like they've been dominant for 2 seasons. It's okay for them to lose a game. Like the fact that they went through that much adversity with their point guard out, like they weren't in sync, and for them to finish number 4 and to still be in the championship talk. Come on now, it's good, but it's just they're in a different spot now. They're not the one with the target on the back. They're the ones. They're doing the hunting now, and that's okay. Now we gonna see Sunday. We gonna see Sunday because Kelsey Plum said it's gonna be a war, and I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready.
I like that. I like the way you feel.
Hmm. Look, all I'm gonna say is the way they did my girl Hamby. I'm going for the Liberty. That's all I'm saying.
Juice, Juice, don't
How
be
they did
messy
my
on
girl
here.
Hamby.
That
I'm not trying to. I'm just saying that's personal. That's personal. If y'all betting this, do not listen to me on that part. Just know that's my personal bias. I love me some De'Erica Hamby. So you feel me? Anything against her, I'm not rolling with. I'm not taking there ain't no Hamby slander at
Oh
all.
yes, of
So
course it's no Hamby slander, but
that's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
we still in postseason mode. Like we not in exit meeting mode yet. So if you ready, if you want to come to the exit meeting episode, you are more than welcome to come
I mean,
Definitely.
because we gonna really get down to
Definitely.
it to the nitty gritty. But right now, let's just get these predictions and get these
My
people
bad.
to
We focus. We focus. I'm focused.
yeah.
I'm focused.
Come on, look, no, not yet, not yet. Let them. We gotta let it marinate. Gotta let it marinate.
hey,
But
now
you
it's
guys,
good. Hold on.
I
We're
feel
not gonna
like,
let you get away with this, Sparks fans.
oh no, we
Breaking
not. I
news.
was being, can I wrap that part up?
I'll just say, hey, I wasn't gonna let you get away with it.
Oh no. Oh yeah, Kurt Miller got let go after what, his second season. And I
Hmm.
feel like that happened too because for one, they got a new manager this past season. Usually, I think when a new coach comes in and the way their turnaround has been, you got to give them a grace period of 3 seasons. Like he didn't really have much to work with that first season, but now you got pick number 2 and number 4. It was unfortunate that pick number 2 got hurt,
Mhm.
but they didn't. I feel like they didn't give him nothing to work with, and then the free agency, like I don't know, it just looked like based on how he coached and his coaching style and new general manager and that roster, it has to be front office bumping heads because you got to get players that fit
Mhm.
his system. But it's just really unfortunate just because Kurt Miller is a player's coach and how like he backed players up like De'Erica Hamby when he supported her through her situation of suing the Las Vegas Aces in the W. Just how he was there for Lexi Brown and countless other players. Like
He did back up
kudos to
Lexi
him.
Brown. She was dealing with some
Mhm.
major injuries.
That's what I'm saying. Like he's a true players coach. And I just hope that he just stay with like USA basketball because I feel like the W is gonna do him dirt. And it's like, why are you doing that man dirt? Like he the reason why the Connecticut Sun is the Connecticut Sun and how he kept that team and that system together. Even though Coach Steph is doing her thing with that, but like you weren't talking Connecticut Sun unless you were talking about Coach Miller. You see what I'm saying? So it's just unfortunate. It sucks, but that's how the business go. When it be a new manager, and then it be a coach that's already there. If that coach ain't winning,
Mhm.
they clear house, and that's just what's going to happen. They're going to clear
Yeah,
house, then they're going to rebuild. So yeah, I still like Kurt Miller though. I don't care
yeah.
what nobody.
I think it's interesting. I think it's always interesting when you let go of a coach when you know your team is rebuilding. I always think like any sport. Um, I think it's always interesting. It's like okay, obviously I know new management came in, so they want their
That's
guy
fine.
or their woman. You know what I'm saying? I know they want their person to coach the team, but at the same time, it's like okay, this guy's been here. It's been 2 seasons. We know this team is not ready to compete for a title right now at all, and it's just like yeah, I'm cool. And I don't know. That's all. It's always been weird to me. It's always
I
been
didn't.
weird to
I didn't
me.
like that. I didn't like that. We'll see whatever who they gonna hire. I just didn't like. I didn't like that move, but I knew that was going. I knew it was gonna happen. I'm not like one of these delusional fans, but like I knew that was gonna happen.
Mm,
I knew. Like I'm not.
right.
You know. But yeah, man, that was trash. Flicks is messy because y'all see how he did it.
The
Like
voice.
I've been waiting on that
right.
news all
How you
year,
do me?
bro.
Like he worse than the casual. You see? Oh yeah. He acting like a casual fan now. See, look, it's okay.
Oh
It's okay.
man,
It's okay. I'm gonna cook y'all in
he
the
got
exit
the.
meeting because I hate y'all.
Can I get before we get to the? I mean,
Sheesh.
I know you still got to wrap it too, Simone. But before we get to the exit meeting, something super early in advance, right? The Sparks got an
Mhm.
early first round draft pick this year. Who do you think they should get?
Mm. Ooh.
I'm not saying that. No comment. Next
Bets?
next
Is
question.
it
Uh oh.
bets?
Next question.
Next question.
Can we get a hot take? She's like anti hot take. I don't get it.
Um, y'all are. Let me see. Y'all are low key ungrateful. I don't think y'all deserve a hot take from me right now.
Wow. Well, the
Damn.
people
Not
want
feeling it.
the people want to know, Simone.
You know
If
I
you
don't
could
like the people.
name three players, because right now,
I
nigga,
don't like the people.
right
That's
now,
not gonna be me to say nothing.
hey, now you can fight it. We're gonna talk about this. Hey, Paige Beckers right
The
now is looking
people
like
love
number
you
one.
though.
Kiki Ifrin is two, and then Nisa Moro is three. So that would have Paige going to the Sparks at one.
Mm.
I
At
don't know.
1.4.
I don't know. Like I
Ooh.
said, I'm not. I don't like talking about college players and stuff till after March Madness. So I don't even know
No
why you
hot
try to ask me
take.
this on the air. I know it's a hot take,
Investigate.
but I said what I
No.
said. You get what I'm saying? Like I said what I said. The voice is done. Look,
we need something reckless that you will regret later.
nah, because I feel like anything I say reckless, I don't regret. I said what I said.
All right,
So
now stand on business.
yeah, I stand on big business. So that I'm gonna
Stand
just
on
save all
business.
that for the exit meeting. But I honestly think that
Okay.
the very first pick is gonna go to the Bay Area team. But the Sparks
Mm,
are
okay.
gonna get a high pick. Wherever pick they get is gonna be good just because they finished last. And we gotta wait until March Madness to figure out the draft lottery order. So that's why I didn't really want to get into that question because we just can't assume we didn't even pick the lottery balls yet. We're still in this season. Can we pick the lottery balls before we figure out who going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? That's all I'm saying.
No, we need a mock draft. We need a mock draft from you.
Yeah, y'all picked the
Full
wrong one.
round 1 through 2.
Y'all picked the wrong one.com. Y'all picked the wrong one. Come on now. I'm a
Oh
realist.
man.
I'm a realist, but that should be exciting
Man.
though. But I want to get through this postseason first before I even think about that because we got some good hoops coming up this weekend, all next week. We'll be
Mhm.
back to talk about the finals preview. I just want y'all to get just get a little situated about the preview for the semis. And then, oh wait, wow, 2 more episodes left. We're gonna have our finals episode next, and then our exit meeting.
Mhm.
Wow, y'all held it down with the Triple M's team. Y'all held it down.
Mhm.
Wild season.
Y'all made me talk a little bit on here. But I'm gonna save it for the exit meeting because I'm gonna really talk. Juice, you're more than welcome to come to
I'm
the
there.
exit meeting episode.
I'm showing up. I'm showing
Yeah.
up. Absolutely.
Just get the popcorn ready and just
Absolutely.
let me cook.
Are there any
Oh,
targets
I'm
for
gonna
the
let hey,
exit meeting?
you got it.
Are they who's the
What happened,
targets?
Flix?
Who's the targets for the exit meeting?
Oh.
Um, yeah, I don't want to talk about that. I want everyone to be shocked. I want everyone to be just as appalled. But y'all know,
Oh man.
the chat know.
Sound like a roast session. Sound like a
If
roast session
if
coming.
y'all know in the
Uh
chat, say I. I.
oh.
Y'all know.
I got an idea. I got an
You.
idea.
Y'all got an idea,
I got
but
an
we
idea.
not, I don't want to spoil it for them. I don't want to spoil it.
Understood.
But let's
Understood.
wrap this up, you guys. I want to thank y'all for tapping in and tuning in. We got Boss Man Flick.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all gotta tap in with him because he be covering HBCU. And then in a couple weeks,
Mm-hmm.
not even a couple weeks, in about a month, Juice will be hopefully in the office giving y'all these NBA parlays. Make sure y'all win some of that Monday.
Hey, the
Okay.
month estimate was hilarious.
Yeah, because the first season of the NBA season is like the week of the 15th of October. So that's it's about a month.
You know what I'm saying?
Give it about a month.
I'm
So
on IR right now, just back from vacation, you know what I'm saying? Much anticipated, you know. The return is coming, man. The return is coming, man.
and then we got to get
Y'all
them.
just tap in with the telegram.
We got to get you back. You got to come back on here and do your finals parlays
Absolutely.
so these people can win this money.
Absolutely.
And here's a disclaimer. Here's a disclaimer. If you got money and you betting and you feel like you need to get that money by tomorrow, don't bet. Bet smart.
Don't put that pressure on me. Don't put that
And
pressure
don't
on
put that pressure on us
me.
because look,
Don't put that pressure on me.
don't put that pressure on me. We just telling you what we would do. And then I put Juice on here because I'm tired of y'all DMing
Thanks.
me, asking me them damn price picks. No, that's why I
Yeah.
brought
So
you on
look,
here. So y'all could get that right.
that's what I'll say in closing too. Y'all tap in with your boy on Instagram, juice.wells. Okay. I got my telegram in the bio. That's where I put all the picks for the weekend. We're doing little college football, but mainly NFL and WNBA right now. That's
Yes.
just how it is. During the week, we might do a little bit of MLB. Playoffs is coming. We'll see. But it's really going to focus on NFL, WNBA. And then once the NBA comes back, we'll be back on NBA. I got prize picks. I got team betting on teams, over unders on teams, totals, everything betting wise, sports betting wise is gonna be in my group chat. Y'all tap in with me. I got y'all. Y'all stop giving Simone the flack. You know what I'm saying? Stop pressing triple M's. Just come this way. And if y'all got a problem with me, you're gonna have to deal with it and get over it. Because if you bet it for me, I bet it. So I lost money too, nigga. So
Uh,
I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. Like, so
you guys are
there you go.
insane.
That is what it
Laugh
is.
when I hear
Telegram in the
boys.
bio.
But make sure y'all like and subscribe to the channel. Follow us on Instagram. We will catch y'all again for a finals preview. We out.